My name's Matthew, and today I get to walk you around this absolutely beautiful 2019 on a 69 registration Mercedes E450. That's the 3-litre V6 version of this car. It is the highest horsepower, normally aspirated petrol engine that you could have an E-Class convertible in, and this is the Premium Plus specification version of the Cabriolet. It's 2 owners from new. It's got a full Mercedes-Benz main dealer service history with its last service in July of 24, and it's covered just under 17,000 miles, 16,690 odd miles. So a really, really low mileage example as well. Now we're going to walk you through as many of those Premium Plus options as we can. There are so many. I'll try and fit as much of it in as possible. Selenite Grey Metallic with the full smooth black leather interior, and we'll start at the nose and I'll run you through some of the cost options on the nose. Again, all part of that Premium Plus package. The forward-facing camera here signifies that this car has 360 surround view cameras, an amazing safety feature and really, really fascinating to use when you're parking. And then here we've got the multi-beam LED intelligent light system, again part of that Premium Plus specification, fully adaptive. They lift and drop the beam with all cars coming towards you during the night, so a really amazing safety feature as well. We've got these fabulous AMG multi-spoke alloy wheels as well. Now, these are a really pretty wheel. They are diamond cut on the fascias. They are sort of a metallic grey on the insides of the spokes there, and you know they're the AMG wheel because they've got AMG almost etched into the aluminium of the wheel there on each individual wheel. Now, second bit as we come down the passenger side of the car, the surround cameras at the bottom here, you can see they're also on the bottom of all the mirrors. Again, just telling you about the packages that the car has. And as I open the passenger door, hopefully the camera lady here will have a look round, and you just see in the corner of the mirror glass there, the little triangle, that signifies that this car is also fitted with blind spot monitoring. So this car really does have absolutely everything you'd want on it. And I'll just shut the door and let the camera come past me and show you the inside of this car. So the beautiful smooth leather on the seats, the contrast almost, I think it's a grey contrast stitching across the dashboard and around the seats themselves. The big twin digital cockpit, air scarf in the seats, but I'll discuss that more as we get round there. It really is a very, very pretty place to sit, and we've got that sort of open pore dark ash wood across the car as well. Illuminated tread plates on the entry guards there as well. So a really, really lovely feature. It really is, for me, classic Mercedes build quality. And I actually think the newer Mercedes stuff is not built as well as this particular generation. So if the camera wants to come around to the back of the car, I'll run you through some of the nice features as well, because it is an AMG line car, and because it is the E450, you get the wider body, so you get these lovely little styling features, these little air escapes around the back of the car there, and you also get, as this little sign down here will tell you, 4Matic. This car is all-wheel drive. Lovely chrome exhaust exits. They are, as I've checked, genuine chrome exhaust exits. They're not just for styling. A lovely little chrome lip to the top of the diffuser section on the back of the car as well, because even though, as I say, it's a big, comfortable GT 4-seater touring, I suppose, convertible, it is still the AMG sporty version of this car. The reverse camera, or the final part of that surround camera package, is actually in the back of the tailgate. And there you go, you've got a really, really springy rear tailgate section there. These are so light, these tailgate boot lids, or whatever you want to call them these days. Incredibly easy to use. And there you've got your parcel shelf, or your little section here that the roof folds into, I beg your pardon, the little section that the roof folds into, the boot separator. Really easy to push away and really easy to use, and lots of space in there, remembering that this is still an E-Class. If that will shut, there you go. And then coming down the driver's side, I'll jump in and I'll try and run you through some of the features inside the car itself, and I'll just lean across and shut the passenger door, because I will run the roof at the end of the video and I'll show you how all of that works. So starting on the driver's door card, some of the standout features, again, because this car is a Premium Plus, you've got memory seats for driver and passenger, heated seats, and then this button here controls the air scarf. So again, if the camera briefly just wants to come past me and have a quick look, just bar on this seat here, I do apologise, on this seat here for being confusing. You've got these little air vents in the back of all of the headrests. And what that does is when I press this button on the door here, warm air will come out of the headrest. So if I've got the roof off on a cold day, warm air will come out of the headrest and heat up around the back of my neck, hence why it's called an air scarf, which allows you to drive with the roof off even, later into the summer, into those cooler evenings. Going back to the door card itself, Burmester high-end stereo, probably one of the best stereos ever fitted to a car, this particular brand. They fit as the premium stereo for Porsche, for Mercedes, and for another few premium brands, but it is a phenomenal stereo. All electric windows as you would expect, folding mirrors again as you would expect, and an extra boot release for that rear tailgate as well, just there. It's all keyless entry and keyless go. And I'll switch the car on. And another really lovely feature that you're about to see is that this car is also fitted as a Premium Plus with the dual LED cockpit, which I think is fantastic. A lot of these cars, even in the higher specifications, have manual dials or they have the single cockpit with only one digital screen. It's really lovely to have this massive upgraded double cockpit. You've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on the big display on the left-hand side, as well as all of Mercedes' inbuilt navigation system. So if I go to home on this side, you can see everything that's built into this navigation system. There's Mercedes' own navigation system. But as I say, if your phone is connected, you can play Android Auto or Apple CarPlay through there. The car's also got a fully customizable front screen in front of me, so you can change the layout of this display in front of you as well. All of that is configurable through the steering wheel. I'll just turn the stereo down. Adaptive cruise control on the right-hand side of the steering wheel, and I always love that Mercedes run the gears through the column shift. I still think that's a really fantastic thing. Gear shift paddles on the back of the wheel there as well. It is an electric steering column, so it'll come towards me, up and down, all electrically. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel, I've got all my multimedia functions, voice activation, how I answer my telephone, and controls for the stereo. That's all on the left-hand side, as I say. And then the car is so beautifully built. If you work your way across the cabin, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but it's got ambient lighting. So in each individual aircon vent, you've got lights. These are all configurable. You can change the color of all of those lights at night as well. All the ambient lighting runs down the center tunnel as well as the gear tunnel and into all of the door pockets. Again, really hard to see in this light. And if I put the car in reverse, you should hopefully see the 3D surround camera or the 360 surround camera fire up on the left-hand side. The driver's door is open, which always means that that right-hand camera won't work. As soon as you shut the door, it obviously all stitches itself together, but you've got the top view and the reverse camera section of that. I believe this screen is adjustable. Here it is. It isn't touchscreen, I do apologize, but then go to the forward-facing version of the camera, the rear, the side views, the rear on its own as a wide angle, and the rear on its own as it's standard there. It is absolutely fantastic parking camera. I'll put it back in park. Dual zone climate control. All the controls are down the center of the screen here. All you have to do is toggle the switches, and that highlights along the bottom of the screen there. Loads of storage, a wireless phone charger, and the USB input for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto down there. Lots of cup holders, and then Mercedes' famous twin door opening center console with more USBs in there and more storage. It really is a fantastic car, and really importantly, because it is an E450, you've got lots of room in the back as well. You genuinely can carry 4 adults in this car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the door, and I'm going to run the roof, and then I'm going to jump out and just summarize this lovely, lovely E450 for you. And truthfully, they're actually a really rare car. There aren't that many of them. I think, as I said earlier, what's really important to note as the roof completes its cycle, what's really important to note is that as a coupe or as a convertible, this is the biggest engine that was available in this generation of Mercedes E-Class. Obviously, as the 4-door of the estate, you could have the 4-litre twin-turbo V8 as a 63, but it wasn't available. So this is as good, in my opinion, as a Premium Plus specification, as good as E-Class convertible got for this generation. And to be perfectly honest, that engine is so smooth. It's such a lovely thing to drive. Again, as I said at the beginning of the video, 16,600 miles, 2 owners from new with a full Mercedes-Benz service history and a very recent service, and all of those amazing Premium Plus options. My name is Matthew. I hope this video has helped. Thanks for watching.